Chase, break down the weekend for us. Just what was the experience like getting here for kind of an extended look at this program?
Well, getting here to start, it was great. They welcomed me in with a ton of coaches and Coach Norvell there, so started off with a bang, and then, obviously campus tour and tons of fun activities, good food and all that stuff, so that was a really good time.
So you're not a guy from this region, the Southeast. Why was this a spot you wanted to get to?
Well, to start, I love the whole coaching staff, especially Coach Norvell, and he's been a big part of my recruitment. So I really appreciate that. And then the weather's not too bad over here, and that's important to me, I guess. And then the resources here, tons of good stuff about Florida State and their winning record.
You mentioned Norvell being an important part of your process. Why is he important, and what is he doing to kind of prioritize you?
He stays in contact with me every week, really, and he continues to check up on me. So that's a big deal to me. Make sure that the head coach is in my recruitment. But he does a great job.
Who was your player host this weekend?
Luke, the QB. Yeah.
What was he like? Obviously, you just got here a couple months ago. But what did he kind of tell you about what it's like to be in this program?
He was great. He told me he loves it here and really go where you're most happy. And he was telling me like all the good things about this place. So he made it an exciting factor.
Coach Thompson, obviously an integral part of your recruitment here as well. Talking with him this weekend, what did he kind of outline? What your plan would be in this offense?
Yeah, really, he'd start me off as like more of a receiving type of tight end who can be like fluctuated around the field and be out wide. And then as I begin to gain more muscle, get stronger, become more dynamic in the offense, and be able to do both in line and outside.
You've obviously known Coach Thompson for a number of years now, but just to be able to come here, spend extended time with him at this place, just what did that mean to you, and how did you enjoy spending time with him this weekend?
Yeah, that's awesome. I built a great relationship with him, and I think he's one of the best tight end coaches in the game. So keep continuing to build this relationship with him. It's important to me, and then I think he's one of those guys that can bring my game to another level. That's awesome.
Was there anything that they did this weekend to kind of boost them up in your recruitment?
Really just continuing to build relationships. That's one of the most important parts for me. Just make sure that it's like family to me when I come there. And then it is one of those places that I walk in and I do feel at home. So, obviously the glitter and the stuff, like food, all that, it was amazing, but really just continue to build those relationships is what's most important.
FSU State Chase, how did your family feel about the visit? What was kind of the things that stood out to them when you talked to them or shared different views of the visit?
My family loves it. My family loves the whole coaching staff, and they think, even though it is pretty far away, they want me to be in a place that I have those relationships and it's like family and a home to me. They really enjoyed it.
Norvell and staff have always had a focus on family and stuff like that. Is that kind of different compared to other programs? Like, do you see that at other places?
I think it depends the program, but Coach Norvell definitely takes it really seriously.
Where do they kind of stack up in your recruitment after this look at this program?
They're pretty high on my list. I got to visit a couple more schools to make my final decision, but it's a big priority for me.
What other visits do you have coming up?
I have A&M this next weekend, and then Nebraska, and I'll be making my decision.
Okay.
Do you have a timeline for when that decision is going to be?
It'll be in June. That's all I know.
In June?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the visit help you have a higher view of FSU or a different view?
Absolutely.
In what ways?
As I said earlier, continuing to build those relationships, that's what mainly brought it up, but seeing more stuff about the program is really important.
You mentioned distance a little bit before. What kind of factor is that for you? I know you said your parents want you to find somewhere that's comfortable, but you have a school like Nebraska that's in your backyard. Is there any negative that Florida State is kind of far away?
Well, my brother is a tight end at Kansas State, and he's pretty close. And I've noticed with him that in college football it's a busy thing, and he rarely ever gets to come home, even though he's pretty close. So I try to not make it that big of a factor, knowing that I'm not really going to be able to visit much anyway. So I got to find a place that's family for me when I'm there.